What I'd like to demonstrate now as you learn to love people and noticing stuff about people is I'd like to go into the category of handshakes. I shook about 500 hands today in the book room there, and afterwards I thought, man, there's a lot of different ways to shake a hand. And by the end, you shake 500 hands after a while, you just... And there's all kind... Come on over here because I got to see my notes. This is very important stuff. One handshake that I've observed is the sneeze first handshake. How you doing? Or the I'm eating something handshake. How you doing? And then there's the pumper handshake. How you doing, Mark? Nice to meet you, man.
Fantastic.
Where are you from?
Michigan.
Michigan, whereabouts? Man, you're just a great guy, Mark. Glad to meet you. Have you ever been pumped like that before? You expect water to start shooting out of your mouth. And then there's this handshake, the handshake, the limp handshake. How you doing? You ever get that one like a dead fish stuck in your hand? Then there's this one, the bone crusher. How you doing, Mark? How's it going, man? And the top bones rub on the bottom bones. Now, this is how you got to learn to deal with people. If they're crying when you're shaking their hand, it ain't a good sign. I did that one time. I walked into this lady's house. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And she holds out a little tiny, frail, bony, little feminine hand. And I was fired up or something. And I could feel her bones sliding and rubbing. And her little eyes filled up with tears. You can't even say you're sorry after you break a girl's hand. And then there's the halfsies. How you doing, Mark? You ever had one? That's the weirdest kind of handshake. What's up, man? Good to see you, man. I mean, they pull it back. And then there's the pull them towards you. How you doing, man? Have you ever had that one? I mean, it's really weird. Hey, man, what's happening? And there's some more. That's the polar inner. Then there's the never-ender. Man, I got to tell you, it's great to meet you. I think you got a beautiful home here. This is a great leadership convention. I'm really glad you brought us here. It's fantastic. So how old are you, man? What kind of sports? I mean, just after a while, how long are we going to do this? The never-ender. And then there's my favorite, the two-hander. How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Fantastic.
Great. Like, let go of me. Then there's the girly holder-upper. How you doing? I've had girls do that, like, do you want me to kiss it? Like, we talked about the cruncher. Then there's all the cool ones now. There's the knuckle bump. What do you call that one? The pound it. It's a real hard one because when you shake hands, one of the things they teach you is you're supposed to make eye contact. How you doing? Right? And here, it's supposed to be a couple good pumps and that's it. How you doing? Right? Not a pumper, not a puller. But the pounder, you can't look at him in the eyes because you miss. So it's a whole different deal nowadays. It's got to be. And then that just looks dumb. You watch your hand, And then there's the fingers one, like this one, right? You ever do the fingers one. Then there's the thumb one, right? Then the elbow one, right? Then lock 'em horns if you're from tech, lock 'em horns, right? And there's just a lot of stuff. Okay.